and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Really appreciate it. So it seems that Stellantis is making a cheaper version of the TRX. The main addition here is that, they took out that supercharger from the TRX, but you're still going to get the same performance, the same suspensions, and it's still going to be just as fun. Unless you prefer the whine of the supercharger, then of course you want the TRX. Why not? That's the best one. But for me, I prefer the this version because it's just it's not a supercharged, but it's just a V8 engine, and less mechanical parts moving. I guess the better it is because there's less to repair. Get what I'm saying? You guys get it? You get what I'm going at? And the price obviously comes into a huge factor. If a price is a huge factor for you, then this is the truck for you. If you were considering the TRX but don't want to spend an additional $26,000 on top, obviously that dealerships are going to do what they want to do, especially when it comes to these specialty trucks, because these ones are designed for specific people. But if you got the cheddar, why not go with the TRX if you're already in the market for one? But for me, I'm gonna save $2,000 and try to get me a Tacoma TRD Pro. That is my truck, man. And when I get the cheddar, I'm definitely gonna pick me one of these Tacoma, TRD Pro, because that truck just looks fucking badass. The look, the design. But anyway, this ain't no slouch either. It's got plenty of if you know what I mean. This one will definitely leave the Tacoma in the dust, as well as the TRX will leave the Tacoma in the dust until you have to tow it out when it gets stuck or blow up or something happens. God forbid. Shit does happen though. It's a Stellantis after all. We have to remember that. After months of teasers, Ram has finally revealed a replacement for its widely loved Hellcat powered TRX, the 2025 Ram 1500 RHO. Unlike the TRX, which used a 6.2 liter supercharged V8, the RHO makes do with a smaller Hurricane 3.0 liter turbocharged straight six, and because of that, it's way cheaper. $26,000 cheaper. The 2025 1500 RHO is priced from $71,990, including $2,000 in destination fee. We ain't doing all these numbers. So $72,000 for the truck, an additional $2,000 for destination. So your total is about $74,000. That's an incredible $26,345 cheaper than the outgoing Ram 1500 TRX. That TRX is a monster. So here's the price with the destination as well. So TRX is $98,000. F-150 Raptor is $80,000, and Raptor R, which demands an additional what is that, $31,000? And then you have the Chevy Silverado ZR2, $71,000. And then you have the Tundra TRD Pro, but I still prefer the Tacoma over the Tundra. But if you're going for a big extreme trucks, then obviously you want the Tundra TRD Pro if you can get your hands on it. The 3.0 liter six-cylinder it's the most potent state of tune for RHO, rated at 540 horsepower and 521 foot-pounds of torque. That's good enough for 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds, 0.1 seconds slower than the TRX. Quarter mile comes in at about 13.1 seconds, 0.2 seconds slower than the TRX. So when it comes to power for power, it's not that far off from the TRX. Ram says the RHO can tow 8,380 pounds, 280 pounds more than the TRX. Essentially, the two are matched for a straight line grunt. The only thing you don't get in the RHO is the whine of the supercharger. And of course a bigger displacement as well too, 6.2 liters. But I believe if you put like just the most simplest tune in the truck, not saying you should, but I'm just saying, like, if you decide that you want more, you can definitely get a lot more power out of that the TRX. But same thing could be said about this one as well too. You can give it a little more oomph. The RHO should be evenly matched with the TRX off pavement too. It uses the same Ballistine Blackhawk E2 adaptive performance shocks with 14 inches of travel. Returned to account for the weight lost in the engine bay. All of the stuff you'd expect from a TRX level off-roader are here. Active dampening, a taller ride height, forged aluminum control arms, beadlock wheels, 35-inch tires, and more. The $71,000 starting price brings it far closer to trucks like the Silverado ZR2, Toyota Tundra, TRD Pro in price. Neither of those trucks have the power, wide body stance, or sweat of high-speed suspension upgrades found in the RHO, making the Ram seem like a great value. The F-150 Raptor is the closest truck in terms of equipment, but it's nearly $8,000 more expensive. But I'm not a huge fan of turbocharged vehicles. I still prefer, just give me a V8, nothing too fancy. But it seems like all the big manufacturers are going after these vehicles and stuffing them with turbocharged twin turbos and all that stuff. In the long run, how long will the motor really, last? That's what you got to ask yourself here. But Toyota has proven itself as making reliable vehicles. So, who really knows if these vehicles are going to be are going to be in the road 5, 10, 15 years from now, but only time will tell. But anyway, you guys let me know your thoughts of the Ram RHO. Hey man, so far it's a good comparison, especially when it comes to cost. It's very competitive comparing to its competitors. I mean, why get a Raptor if not just for the name? You can just get yourself an RHO, just a thought if you're interested. Or get yourself a Tundra if you want something that's going to last a really long time and it has a proven record of being reliable and all that good stuff. As always, I'll see you in the next video, and have a great night, man.